People in areas of China, India, and Japan will witness the longest full solar eclipse of the 21st century tomorrow morning. The eclipse will first be visible at about 5:28 a.m. local time on the western coast of India. It will also cast a dark shadow over a remote chain of islands in Japan. One travel agency says the chance to see the sky turn black is a bright spot for Japan's struggling tourism industry. Bloomberg's Mike Fern reports.
On July 22nd, Japan is centre stage for the longest solar eclipse this century. At the Tokara Islands, the sun will be totally obscured by the moon for more than 6 minutes. Getting to the remote archipelago isn't easy. Only one ferry connects the islands, and it runs twice a week. There are no hotels, few stores, and only enough water and electricity for the 650 people who live there. For those with the cash and the time to spare, Japan's biggest listed travel agency, Kinki Nippon Tourist, is offering trips of 4 to 7 days, starting at $3,600. KNT sold 80% of the 1,500 packages and says the high cost reflects the work it carried out to make travellers comfortable without disrupting the islanders.
The infrastructure is only adequate for the needs of the inhabitants, so of course visitors need to pay for facilities such as water and sewage treatment as well as food, and that's included in the price.
Travellers on a budget can still watch the sun disappear by travelling to larger islands to the north and south of the archipelago. Amami Oshima and Tanegashima are connected to the mainland by daily flights and ferries, and the total eclipse is visible at the far tips of each island. Peter Pascoe is travelling to Tanegashima and paying just over $1,000. He says arranging the accommodation and transport himself was a lot harder than dropping into the travel agency.
It took us about nearly 1 hour to get through and book the ticket from Kagoshima to Tanegashima. We were trying to book the return ticket at the same time, and the company said, no, I'm sorry, you have to do that exactly 1 month before.
It's been a tough year for Japan's tourism industry. Overseas arrivals fell by a third in May as an outbreak of swine flu, along with the global recession, kept visitors away.
The huge damage sustained by the tourism industry has shown up pretty much immediately in our sales figures. Still, the summer holidays are approaching and fuel surcharges are falling, so I think the industry probably hit the bottom in June.
Even so, last month KNT reversed its full-year profit forecast to a $53 million loss. No matter how much money you pay, you're not guaranteed a perfect view of the eclipse. July marks the start of the typhoon season in Japan, so flights and ferries may be cancelled. It's also the end of the rainy season, so you may just end up with a perfect view of the clouds obscuring the sun. Mike Fern, Bloomberg News, Tokyo.